Hi everyone, this is Fiza Akil. In the last video, we had discussed about ecology, ecosystem and level of organization in ecology. Now in this video, we are going to discuss the differences between environment, ecosystem and ecology. Then we will discuss the structure of ecosystem or the component of ecosystem. Both are the same. What is environment? Environment refers to the surrounding, which includes two components, biotic as well as abiotic components. हमारे सराउंडिंग्स में जो भी बायोटिक एंड एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स हैं जो किसी भी तरह से किसी ऑर्गेनिजम्स को अफेक्ट करते हैं उसे इन्वायरमेंट कहते हैं. व्हाट इज इकोसिस्टम? Ecosystem is the area in which living and non-living component, that's mean biotic and abiotic components, interact with each other, or we can say it's a relationship between biotic and abiotic factors. दैट्स मीन बायोटिक एंड एबायोटिक फैक्टर एक दूसरे से कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं या एक दूसरे को कैसे अफेक्ट करते हैं उसे इकोसिस्टम कहते हैं. द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन बायोटिक एंड एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स इज इकोसिस्टम. व्हाट इज इकोलॉजी? इकोलॉजी इज द study of this interaction between biotic and abiotic factor, or we can say study of the interaction between organism with their environment. So ecology is the study of ecosystem because ecosystem is the relationship between biotic and abiotic components. So what is environment? Environment is our surrounding where biotic and abiotic factors are present. And what is ecosystem? Ecosystem is the relationship between biotic and abiotic factors. And what is ecology? Ecology is the ecology is the study of relationship between biotic and abiotic factors or study of ecosystem. Okay, now next we move to structure or component of ecosystem. Component of ecosystem and environment are the same. These are biotic component and abiotic component. As we know, biotic components are living components and abiotic components are non-living components. Biotic components are fungi, plant, protists, animal, archaea and bacteria. Abiotic factors are air, salinity, soil, water, light, temperature, pH, humidity, minerals. Now, ecosystem is made up of two components, abiotic components and biotic components. Both biotic and abiotic components are related to each other. If one component is changed or removed, it can affect the entire ecosystem. So, biotic and abiotic components एक दूसरे से रिलेटेड होते हैं और एक दूसरे से इंटरेक्ट करते हैं. तो अगर कोई भी बायोटिक और एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट चेंज होगा तो वो इंटायर इकोसिस्टम को अफेक्ट करेगा. एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट, फर्स्ट वी डिस्कस अबाउट एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स. एबायोटिक कंपोनेंट्स are very important component because they directly affect the survival of organism at particular area. So abiotic components जो है वो अफेक्ट करते हैं सर्वाइवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म एट पर्टिकुलर एरिया. कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म किसी पर्टिकुलर एरिया में किस तरह से सर्वाइव करेगा ये एबायोटिक फैक्टर्स अफेक्ट करते हैं. एबायोटिक फैक्टर्स फर्दर डिवाइड होते हैं दो टाइप्स में, क्लाइमेटिक कंपोनेंट्स एंड इडेफिक फैक्टर्स. Climatic component which related to climate and edaphic means which related to soil. Next is the biotic components which is divided into producer, consumers and decomposers. What is producers? Producers are green plants which produces their foods. They are also known as autotrophs because auto means food and trophs mean auto means self and trophs mean food. So they prepare their food themselves, that's why they are known as autotrophs or producers. Consumers which consumes, they are not capable in producing food, they depends on other organism for their food or nutrition, and they are known as heterotrophs. because they depends on other organisms. What are decomposers? As their names, they decomposes organic matter. They also known as saprotrophs. Now, consumer further divided into primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and quaternary consumer. Primary consumer, also known as herbivores, because they feeds on plants, and secondary consumer, also known as primary carnivores, carnivores which feeds on flesh. So, primary carnivores feeds on herbivores, and large carnivores which feeds on primary carnivores, and quaternary consumer or omnivores, omnivores which feeds on both consumer as well as producer or plant. Now, biotic component divided into biotic components include living organism comprising plant, animals, and microbes. The first type of biotic component is producers, because they are self-nourishing. They produce their own food. They are self-nourishing. Producers are basically green plants because they synthesize food or carbohydrate through the process of photosynthesis, in which simple inorganic material like CO2 and water in the presence of sunlight produces food. Okay, green plant in the presence of sunlight through the process of photosynthesis produces food in by the CO2 and water. Producers are basically green plants, and certain bacteria and algae are also producers, like photosynthetic bacteria. Photosynthetic bacteria converts करते हैं light energy को chemical energy में in the form of ATPs. So that's why they are also known as producers. Next is consumer or heterotrophs. They are incapable of producing food, so that they are known as heterotrophs. They are other nourishing. They also known as phagotrophs. What is phagotrophs? Phagotrophs is a kind of consumer. They are also a consumer that feed by ingesting organisms. They acquire nutrient via phagocytosis. ये phagocytosis की प्रोसेस के थ्रू न्यूट्रिएंट्स को एक्वायर करते हैं. व्हाट इज phagocytosis? Phagocytosis is the process in which organisms surrounds food by body cells and then engulf or ingest food. Phagocytosis में ऑर्गेनिज्म अपनी बॉडी सेल से फूड को सराउंड कर लेते हैं, देन उसको engulf कर लेते हैं. Consumer depends on organic food derived from plants and animal both. They depends on both plant and animal for their food. Now the next is decomposers. Decomposers, also known as saprotrophs or osmotrophs. What is osmotrophs? Osmotrophs means that they obtains its nutrient by organic matter in solution form. They cannot utilize particulate matter directly. So ये अपना जो न्यूट्रिएंट होता है उसको सॉल्यूशन फॉर्म में लेते हैं, डायरेक्टली उसको एक्वायर नहीं कर सकते हैं, डायरेक्टली यूटिलाइज नहीं कर सकते हैं, सॉल्यूशन फॉर्म में ये न्यूट्रिएंट को लेते हैं. Decomposers are usually bacteria and fungi which obtain energy and nutrient by decomposing dead organic matters of plant and animal. Dead organic matters को detritus कहते हैं. What is detritus? Dead organic matter. So bacteria and fungi अपनी एनर्जी को ऑब्टेन करते हैं बाय द decomposition of dead organic matter. They release enzymes which break down the complex organic matter into simple form, then they feeds on it. The best example of decomposers are earthworm. They are also known as detrivores because they feeds on dead organic matter. Some examples of producers are cactus, maple tree, dandelion plant, grasses. And the example of consumers are frog, bear, eagle, fish, etc. And the example of decomposers: worm, fungus, beetle, and bacteria. Now we move to abiotic factors. Abiotic, as we know, abiotic components are non-living components. This can be a physical or chemical in presence. For example, soil, water, air, light, etc. And also chemical like oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Abiotic components are the most important determinant of where and how well an organism exists in its environment. Abiotic factors most important determinant होते हैं जो कि ये बताते हैं कि कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म किसी इन्वायरमेंट में किस तरह से एग्जिस्ट कर सकता है या सर्वाइव कर सकता है. द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एबायोटिक फैक्टर्स आर वाटर. Most important factor is water. As we know, all living organism need some water intakes. Water is essential for the survival, but every organism need a different amount of water. That's mean there are two here there are two type of plants: xerophytic plants and hydrophytic plants. Xerophytic plants are xerophyte which can survive in very low amount of water, and hydrophytes which can survive in a large amount of water or in water body. So xerophytic plants require a very less amount of water, but hydrophytic plants require large amount of water. Water helps to regulate body temperature. Water is the medium by which minerals enter and translocated in plants. Now the next very important abiotic factors is temperature. Temperature is critical factor of environment which greatly influence the survival of organisms. यहाँ पे दो टर्म्स आते हैं, यूरिथर्मल एंड स्टेनोथर्मल. व्हाट इज यूरिथर्मल एंड स्टेनोथर्मल? Eurythermal, which can survive or which can tolerate a wide range of temperature variation. And what is stenothermal? Which can tolerate a narrow range of temperature variation. Organisms have tolerance of certain range of temperature. Now the next is energy or light. Sun is the source of energy on earth. Energy determines the distribution of organism in the environment. If there is a sufficient amount of energy, organisms distribute properly. Now the next is soil. Soil is the major source of nutrient and moistures and almost all the land ecosystem. Another type of abiotic factors are organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds like carbohydrate, protein, lipids, nucleic acid, etc. Inorganic compounds like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, calcium, etc. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on bell icon so that you can get notification of next video. Thank you.